All right, guys. Chalo fir. Let us begin with the greetings. Okay. So the first thing that whenever you are meeting someone for the very first time, you say goes out to be bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Right. Très bien. Repeat it. Bonjour.
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 Bravo. Très bien. Perfect. And bonjour means hey, hi, hello. Okay. And it's a formal greeting. You can use it with the people that you work with or with your family. It doesn't matter. It's a formal greeting. All right. You can use it however you want to. Up next, we have salut. Salut.
Salut.
Salut.
Bravo. Perfect. Très bien. Salut.
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 Oui, très bien. And it means the same thing. Hi. Okay. Hey, hi. But the only difference between the two goes out to be the formal and informal way of saying it. All right. Just like you say formally hello and you say informally hey, hi, the salu is hey, hi. All right. It's informal. It is used informally. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So that means whenever you're with your family or, and your friends, you can use salu. But if you're interacting along with your colleagues, for example, you can't use it. Okay? Clear? Oui?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And up next, just like we read, bonjour, bonjour has multiple meanings to it. All right? So on the first hand, you say, hey, hi, hello. On the other hand, it also means good morning. Okay? Bonjour also means good morning. C'est clair?
Oui.
Oui, perfect. And whenever we, come to the evening part, then we have bonsoir. Bonsoir. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Parfait. Très bien. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Très bien. Good job. And bonsoir basically means good evening. Okay? C'est clair?
Oui.
Okay? Up till here, everyone. I need that we from you.
May I ask one question, ma'am?
Oui, oui, bien sûr.
Bonjour. The last word of the bonjour is it bonjour or bonjour?
Bonjour. This
Bonjour.
her. Okay?
Huh.
So there's a fun part to it. Let me come back to the main screen and I'll tell it to you what that is. See, basically, whenever we talk about French, right, there is no such sound of R here. Okay? Here in French, this R doesn't really exist. Got it? And this R is known as R. R. So that's the main reason we are going as bonjour. Salut.
Bonjour.
Ouais. C'est clair?
Oui.
Oui? Bravo. Parfait. Chalo, let's begin. We'll repeat these three. First one, bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bravo. Salut.
Salut. Salut.
Très bien. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bravo. Très, très bien, mes amis. Okay. What's the next thing that you ask a person whenever you're meeting them for the very first time?
How are
Okay,
you?
suppose I met, wait, très bien. How are you? How are you doing? So, in order to ask this, the pronunciation that we have in French is comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Oui. Now, don't process it much. Okay, Ki Muskan, this is written as comment. It's not como. How are you pronouncing it as como? Okay. One thing that you need to make sure is that the French pronunciations are totally different than that of English. D'accord? So we have to be very open and acceptant towards the language. Okay, so simply just repeat it after me. Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Oui. Très bien.
Comment allez-vous?
Just a second. I think someone is saying that someone is there in the room. Give me a second, please. And I will stop presenting. Let me quickly make this change. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Shall we proceed further now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we were discussing how are you, and this how are you goes out to be
Como allez-vous?
bravo. Everyone repeat it. Comment allez-vous?
Come
Comment
on.
Como allez-vous?
Très bien. Again. Comment allez-vous?
Come
comment
Como
on.
allez-vous?
Bravo. Très bien. And the reply to it goes out to be je vais bien. Je
Je
vais
vais bien.
vais bien. Oui.
J'avais
Now
bien.
repeat it.
Je
Je vais bien.
Je vais bien.
J'avais bien.
And this means I'm good. Okay?
Comment
I'm
allez-vous?
doing good.
Okay.
Bravo. Let's repeat it again. How are you? Comment allez-vous?
Comment
Comment
allez-vous?
comment
Très bien.
J'avais
And
bien.
I'm good.
J'avais bien.
Je vais bien.
Bravo. Très bien. Je vais bien. Très bien. C'est clair? Up till here, any doubts?
No.
No? Très bien. And just remember, guys, comment allez-vous is a formal salutation, so you can use it with everyone that you like. Okay? There's no differentiation here that you can't be using it informally. You can. D'accord?
Back home.
Okay? Parfait. Très bien. Now, there might be a question. So, like if this is formal, there might be something that goes out to be informal as well, right?
Yeah, right.
Well,
And this informal salutation goes out to be Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Très bien. And literally speaking, this Como ça va means Thiko. Okay. So in Hindi, we tend to use this, right? So this Thiko, literal translation here in French goes out to be Como ça va. D'accord? Oui, c'est clair? So let's repeat it. Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça
Bravo.
va?
comment ça va?
Très bien. Parfait. The reply to it goes out to be Ça va bien. Ça va bien.
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 Ça va?
Très bien. Bravo. Ça va bien.
ça va bien
Ça va bien.
Okay. And ça va bien means I'm okay.
I'm
I'm-
Okay. I'm okay. If you want to say I'm good, then you can say Je vais bien.
Je vais bien.
J'avais bien.
Je vais bien.
J'avais bien.
Okay. And suppose on some days you're not doing that well, right? We have bad days. So you can say Je vais mal.
j'ai mal
Je vais mal.
Je vais mal. Oi. With a sad tone. Je vais mal.
j'avais mal.
Je vais mal.
Oi. मुझे सुन के लगना चाहिए that you guys are doing bad. Okay? So je vais mal.
j'avais
Je vais
mal.
mal.
Parfait. Très bien. C'est clair?
Ouais.
Okay. Chalo. Let's do one thing. I'll be asking this question to you, and you guys would be responding as ça va bien, je vais mal. Okay?
Ouais.
Do you guys want to note it down or shall we begin?
Yeah, we want to just.
You want to write it down? So you can. Take your time, write it down. Once you guys are done, let me know. Then I'll ask this question to you. Okay? Chalo. Let us begin. On Eva.
Pico.
Sorry? Or let me help you guys with one thing. I'll just copy it as well and share it in the chat box. Okay, just for your reference. There you go. This sounds well?
Yes.
Okay, now you guys can note it down. Till then, let me see who else is there. Okay, guys, you note it down and then let me know. Okay, so Yashi, I think you are done.
Yeah.
All are done? Okay, let us begin then.
Okay.
All right. So, Prashant,
Yes.
you'll be asking the question to Paras.
Hmm.
Okay, Paras, you'll be responding, and then you'll be asking the question to Prashant. Okay? Oh, all right. Let's begin.
Salut, Paras. Comment ça va?
Paras, what will you say?
j'avais bien.
Now ask him.
Comment ça va?
Je vais bien. Merci.
Bravo. Parfait. Très bien. Okay. Jitendra, you'll be asking the question to Yashi, and Yashi, you'll be responding and asking it back. Okay? Let's begin, Jitendra.
salut
Salut. Comment ça va?
ça va bien
Now ask Yashi. How will you say, Jitendra? How is she?
je vais bien
Okay, now ask her the question. Comment ça va? Ask her.
comment ça va
Ça va bien.
Bravo. Très bien. Clap for yourselves. Très bien. C'est clair?
Claire.
Up
Wait.
till here, guys, any doubts?
Ma'am, I have a
Yeah.
little bit confusion about between Como Sava and Como. The
Allez-vous.
first one presentation about you told me. I just have
Comment allez-vous?
Como allez-vous?
Repeat it after me. Oui. Comment allez-vous?
Como allez-vous? It is a
Oui.
formal word. Am I right?
Comment allez-vous is used formally. You are right. Okay. Comment
Okay.
allez-vous is used formally. And if you want to ask it informally, you can use comment ça va. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Parfait. Très bien. Let us move ahead with introduction. The next thing that comes into the picture when someone is asking you, like who you are, or you're meeting someone for the very first time, the next thing is your name, your profession, where are you from, your age. Am I right? These are the four
Right.
questions that you ask mostly, right? So we'll be learning how to ask these questions and how to respond to them. Okay, Dakar? We?
We
Perfect. Let's begin. So, the very first question goes out to be to ask your name. Okay. So, we have Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? Repeat after me.
Como vous
Como
appelez?
vous appelez-vous?
Très bien. Let's go one by one. Wait. Let's go one by one. Okay. I'll ask you. Wait. Okay, Paris?
Como vous appelez-vous?
Oui. Comment vous appelez-vous?
Como vous appelez-vous?
Bravo. Jitendra?
Comment vous appelez-vous?
Bravo. Yashi?
comment vous appelez-vous?
Très bien. Prashant?
Como vous appelez-vous?
Très bien. And Mona? Okay, I think she's on mute. All right. Clear? Comment vous appelez-vous? And the reply to it goes out to be Je m'appelle Muskan. Je m'appelle Muskan.
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle Prashant.
Oui, très bien. You will change your name, okay? Je m'appelle Muskan. So in your case, it would be Je m'appelle Prashant. Je m'appelle Yashi. Okay? C'est clair? So you guys can note it down and then let me know.
What to say yes
Je m'appelle
in French?
Paris.
Oui. Oui.
We.
Parfait.
We as in VI or some other?
O-U-I.
O.
O-U-I.
Oui.
Okay.
Oui.
Oui. Perfect.
Oui.
Guys, done? Till here, done? We?
We.
Okay. Everyone is done up till here, guys? Okay. Bravo. ठीक है. Chalo. Let's go ahead now. Then we have what do you do? What's your profession, basically? Okay. So the question goes out to be quelle est votre profession? Quelle est votre profession?
Quelle est votre profession?
Très bien. Quelle est votre profession?
Quelle est votre profession?
Très bien. Everyone, repeat it.
Quelle
Quelle est votre profession?
Quelle est votre profession?
Très
Quelle
bien.
est votre
Parfait.
profession?
Sorry?
Quelle est votre profession?
Bravo. Très bien. And the reply to it goes out to be Je suis, and you can add your profession in front of that. Je suis and your profession. As of now, we'll be taking them in English only, okay? Whatever your profession is, simply just add it in front of Je suis. For example, I say Je suis un professeur. I am a professor. Okay, so whatever your profession is, simply add it after Je suis.
Je
Go on.
suis IT industry. I don't know what to say.
Oui, c'est bien. That's fine. Next.
Je
Je
suis
suis
businessman.
Je suis
Businessman.
Je suis. आगे. What's your profession?
Businessman.
Oui. So je suis businessman. Parfait. Très bien. Yashi.
Je suis. If I know, can I use the French word?
Oui. You can.
Je suis étudiante.
Très bien. Parfait. Bravo. Next. Jitendra.
Je suis businessman.
Très bien. Bravo. So later on, when you'll dive deeper into A1, we'll be doing a lot more professions. So you'll find your profession there and you can replace it. Okay? Got it?
We.
Okay.
Bravo. Now the next question goes out to be, where do you live? So this where do you live in French is vous habitez où?
Oh, c'est pas-
Vous habitez
Vous
où?
habitez où? Vous habitez où?
Vous habitez où?
Everyone repeat it. Come on.
Vous habitez-vous?
Vous non? Où? Vous habitez où? Très bien. Where do you live? And the reply to it goes out to be J'habite à Delhi. For example, I live in Delhi, so the location will be replaced. So I'll say J'habite à Delhi. J'habite à Delhi. Tell me, vous habitez où?
J'habite
Go one by one.
Habite où?
So the reply is J'habite à
J'habite à in India.
not India. Specify a particular place.
Amritsar.
Oui, j'habite à Amritsar. Bravo. Jitendra.
Javisa, Patna.
Bravo. Yashi.
J'habite à Paris.
Très bien. Prashant.
j'habite à Jabalpur.
Très bien. Parfait. C'est clair? Is it clear?
Oui.
Oui. Très bien. And lastly, we have what is your age? So this question goes out to be quel est votre âge? Quel est votre âge?
Quel est votre âge?
Bravo, très bien. Repeat it. Quel est votre âge?
Quel est votre âge?
Quel est
Bravo.
votre âge?
Très bien. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah? And the reply to it goes out to be whatever your age is, just pick a number. Okay? For example, I'll say 22. J'ai 22 ans. J'ai 22 ans. So this ans suggests for years old. Okay? J'ai 22 ans. So now you'll say the same. Just in place of 22, you'll replace your own age. Okay?
J'ai
Huh?
28 ans.
Bravo, très bien. Next. Huh? Yashi?
J'ai 22 ans.
Okay. Très bien. Prashant?
J'ai 28 ans.
Bravo. Paras?
J'ai 25.
On. On भी लगेगा उसके आगे.
Ma'am, can you?
Say it again, Paras.
Can you?
J'ai 25 ans.
J'ai 25. Oh.
Bravo. And Jitendra?
J 40 ans.
Bravo. Parfait. Clear? C'est clair?
Yes, clear.
Oui. Did you guys note it down?
Ma'am, can you speak it again? How to speak this word? That's the last one. Coele.
The last one?
No,
J'ai
no.
22
Oh.
ans.
What
And
is
the
your age? What
question
is your?
goes out to be, the question goes out to be, quel est votre âge? Quel est votre âge?
Quel est votre age?
Âge.
Ah,
Bravo.
thank you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts up till here?
No.
No. Guys noted?
Yes.
Is it done? Okay. Perfect. And lastly, we have au revoir. Bye in French is known as au revoir.
Oh,
Au revoir. So in fast tone, we call it as avoir. Avoir.
Avoir.
Oui,
Au
bravo. Bravo.
au revoir.
Avoir. Oui. So
Au revoir.
slowly I would call it as au revoir.
Au
But in a
revoir.
fast, oui, but in a fast tone, you'll say avoir,
Avoir.
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 Revoir.
Bravo. And this means goodbye, bye bye. D'accord, c'est clair? Avoir.
Revoir.
Bravo. Is it clear, guys?
where?
Did you note it down? Oui? Yeah, guys, did you note it?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Up till here, any doubts to anyone? Any questions that you have?
How do we pronounce means alphabetically like ABC? Like when we start learning English, so we go with the alphabet, right? So we know how to pronounce it. But here, like right now, you are saying that's why we are able to speak it. But when we will read it, so we will read it in English only, right?
Definitely, you will do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. See, basically, for right now, this
Mhm.
language is completely alien language to you.
Yeah, right.
Okay? You don't know
Hmm.
anything about it.
Hmm.
If I teach you normal alphabets, that would be too low.
Yes.
Okay? You won't be
Yes.
able to tell anyone that you know something in French.
Yeah, right.
Okay? So we start off with the very basics.
Mhm.
Okay? With the things that at least would make you able to speak. Chahe tutti frutti bolo, but at least you should be able to speak it.
Yes, right.
Okay, so that is why we start with such basics. Once you enroll, and like we'll be starting off with the A1, then you'll see that in the beginning, we'll be starting off with the alphabets, numbers, the
Okay.
very basics. Okay,
Okay.
and then we go towards the top.
Okay.
So I was coming to that point that I'll be sharing a book with you right now. I'll be showing which book do I teach and how does that benefit you. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
all right. Sanipa, no problem. So guys, this is the book that I prefer, okay, or I teach. This book is completely in French. Let me just maximize it and show it to you. So this is written by a French author itself, and the book goes out to be Saison A1. This particular book has been made particularly for A1 level, okay, and it is a progressive book. Whenever you see this plus sign, that means it's a progressive book. It will carry forward you to A2 as well.
Okay.
Got it? So this
Yes.
book has particularly 7 units under your A1 scope and 3 units under your A2. इसी book से आपको A2 की भी शुरुआत करवाएंगे हम. Okay, that is how it goes. So it has 7 units in the beginning, and each and every unit contains 4 main pages. Those 4 main pages focus on listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, so there's nothing like we won't be doing any listenings or just readings. All the four modules are covered together along with vocabulary and grammar. Okay, let me show you a very good example of how this book works. We'll be starting off with the unit, then you'll do some listening, reading, writing, speaking. You have grammar, 4 main grammar topics under every level. You have ton of vocabulary. This is complete vocabulary communication and again some grammar. Got it? So all the 6 things will be covered together: listening, reading, writing, speaking, grammar, and vocabulary. Understood?
Okay.
And at the end of each and every unit, we also have a DELF practice. So that means अगर हम एक unit खत्म करेंगे, I'll be preparing you for a DELF practice as well. So in total, under A1, you will be covering 7 DELF practices. Got it?
Yes.
Understood? So that's the main reason I prefer this book, that it has everything. If you are planning to cover DELF, listening, reading, writing, speaking, whatever you want, you name it, and you have it under this book. Got it?
Yes.
Perfect. Any doubts? I'll be sharing the numeric copy of this book. Numeric here technically means the PDF of it. Okay, and I'll be providing you with the audios as well. So there's nothing to worry about. Okay, we have everything that
Okay.
I'll be sharing. Okay, perfect. So any doubts to anyone?
Yep. Give me a minute. 1 minute, ma'am. Let me come outside. Actually, I'm really sorry. Good evening, ma'am.
Hi,
Yeah,
Mona. How are you?
I'm pretty well. How are you doing?
All
Actually,
well.
there are a lot of guests at my place, so it skipped off my mind. That's why I joined late. Okay,
No
but
problem.
okay, I want to ask certain things. Okay, I attended your session and it was very interactive and I really like it. Fine. But
Let's
the
see.
question comes here, we have started directly with the sentences. Fine. Like in English, no, I really like that part because, in this way, we will get to speak after 10, 12 days even, right? So,
Right.
like in English, like for example, what we do is like, we know what is your name first, like, ये वाला WH family आता है and then grammar आता है then your subject आता है so we will move this way as well like or directly
See, basically, यही same question I answered it for Prashant as well, right? So what happens, Mona, is that we'll be starting off with the very basics.
okay fine
Okay, I'll be like holding your hand like you're a student in your pre-nursery.
okay
Okay, we'll be teaching you alphabets, the numbers, cat, mat, everything, and then you'll be getting up the ladder.
okay
Okay, the main reason to go with like such things, such sentences in the main class goes out to be that at least you should get to know something. कि कोई पूछे like what did you do today in French, you should be able to answer that. I can tell my name, je m'appelle Mona. Okay, because at that particular moment we can't tell them that we know alphabets.
exactly
Okay, the main reason to pick up sentences is just to make you well versed of what you have in your bucket proceeding further. Okay,
okay
because alphabets
like
are way too simple.
yeah exactly
Mhm.
continue please continue
No, that's it. That's from my side.
okay basically see like we have nobody at our place for speaking French right the way
Right.
you were speaking to us okay so we are able to communicate with you like repeating sentences after you but at home like do we have to download any app like with that we can communicate or we have to like just do practice on our own like mirror practice huh.
No. See, basically, when we start off with the sessions, right?
Mhm.
So for the first 10 days, you won't be having any speaking in your bucket.
okay
Okay. The like the more focused parts would be listening and vocabulary,
okay
learning.
okay
Okay.
okay
Once you start learning, then we'll build up our vocabulary, and as we go, we speak.
okay
Okay. Just to give you an example, whatever we have done today, it lies under unit 1. Okay.
okay
So one dedicated day in every week would be of speaking only, where I'll be telling you the questions, I'll be telling you the answers, we'll be interacting with each other like we did in the beginning of the session. Okay. So कभी पारस आपसे कोई question पूछेगा, कभी प्रशांत पूछेगा. So
ठीक
that is how we'll be interacting with each other. See, basically, whenever we are learning any language, right? Not just I'll say French, we search for people to speak with.
yep
Okay, and that's not possible to find someone at our home or at our place.
exactly
Okay, so at that particular moment, the class that you have or the people that you are with, they'll come into the picture.
okay
Okay,
fine
mirror practice करते हैं, but वो कब तक करेंगे, right? We can only do it up till our introductions. है ना? Then we have dialogue practices. So that we'll
yes
do together. I'll be giving you homeworks as a dialogue or like group practices.
okay
Okay, so you'll be completely my responsibility here.
okay fine and secondly like do TEF and DELF pattern like have same pattern or is there a different pattern yeah
There's a lot of difference. Okay,
okay
so DELF is comparatively very easy when it comes to TEF. Okay,
okay
अगर आपको TEF देना है, there's a prerequisite thing to it कि आपके पास DELF B2 होना चाहिए, उसी के बाद आप TEF दे सकते हो.
yes
Okay, so you can't give your TEF before that. And TEF is comparatively very long as compared to DELF. DELF has one listening, reading, writing, speaking. Okay, but here in DEF you have multiple things from multiple levels.
Okay.
Okay, that you have to respond to. तो अगर आप listening करोगे, listening starting from A1 up till C1 सारे levels होंगे उसमें.
Yes. Like IELTS
Okay,
exam.
that's why IELTS exam. Perfect. So it's literally your IELTS exam, but in French, and the speaking is
Okay.
too difficult.
Too
Okay,
difficult.
IELTS में it's just some monologue. You ask questions, you speak upon a topic for like 10 minutes, and that's it. But here, basically, whenever we come to TEF, you get to look at the sheet of paper just once, and you have to speak for 12 to 15 minutes directly in French. So that's something way too ahead of the time.
Okay, and do you think, like, ma'am, like after completing our B2 level, like we will be prepared for TEF exam, like, or
Definitely. I gave my TEF after that. So
okay,
you'll be prepared 110%.
okay. So simultaneously, you will be like telling me what kind of books should I read, like,
Definitely. See, basically, पहले तो आपको अपना B2 ही करना पड़ेगा.
ठीक है.
Okay, B2 के बाद you start off with your TEF practice.
Okay, so
So
B2 will
जैसे
take 1
IELTS का
year.
book आता है. Yes, definitely.
Okay, fine.
It
No
will.
worries. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, fine. Yes, ma'am.
perfect. Okay. Guys, any doubts to anyone?
I wanted to ask. First of all, yeah, I really liked the class. I think,
Merci.
yeah, it was really good, and yeah. But I wanted to ask what our schedule is gonna be. Like the person I spoke to, she just told me the timing, which would be 9 to 10 p.m. But she didn't tell me like Indian time. But she didn't tell me like the days or like for how long. And then I'm gonna assign for A1 and A2 both, because she told the instructor, like in my case, if it will be you, so it'll be same for A1 and A2. I prefer that. So what will be the time course of for A1, and what will be for how many months will be for A2? Because yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, basically, let me just like answer it in parts. So, firstly, if we talk about the A1 length, it goes out to be 50 hours. Okay, sometimes if we are very slow, we take it to be 50, like 55 hours. Okay, A2 on the other hand goes out to be 65 hours, 60 to 65 hours. All right, so you can take it to be how much time you're spending upon the language every week divided by the number of hours. Okay, so
Okay.
technically, if you have a class 6 days a week, you'll be on a fast track course. 1 hour every day, you'll be able to finish it in around like 1.5 months, your A1, or maximum 2 months.
Okay.
Got it? So now it totally depends upon the batch that you're in. So if others are planning to enroll as well, or there are many more students there, right? So we'll see whether it suits 5 days or 6 days. But the timing would remain the same, 9 to 10. Okay. So
Okay.
yes, उस case में ये Yashi that we can board with.
Your voice is low.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Huh. So we'll, like in that case, just have a word with her. Once we start off, we'll inform you the things. Okay?
Because as I said that I'm here and then I'm gonna travel back to India like in a few
Oh, yeah.
days. So I need to know so that I can plan accordingly my schedule.
Plan accordingly. Definitely. You can let your schedule, like tell it to the person that you're talking to from the
Yeah,
management.
I've spoken to her actually. This is my second demo. I already took a demo, but
Okay.
I couldn't join those sessions because again I'm packing and I'm traveling, so I couldn't commit to that. So that's why I asked her if I can, if it's possible for me to join another batch. So that's how I joined today's demo. But yeah, because now I know I know my timing, my schedule, and that's why I wanted to ask like how many days a week and how long is it gonna take. So
Mostly it's going to be, like one, I'll say 5 to 6 days a week. Take that frequency. We'll have that definitely. Okay.
and do you think with like by September we will be done with A1 and A2? Is it possible?
Assuming that we'll be starting in the start of June, July, September end. September end, Yashi.
Okay.
Not in the middle or in the start, because otherwise I would be just rushing. You won't be learning anything.
And I'm sorry to hold back everyone, But in September, I go back to France again, and my
Mm-hmm.
classes are there. So, like, do we discuss when the situation arises that time, or do we discuss it before starting of A2?
We'll discuss it before starting off your A2.
Okay.
Okay. Since till
Okay.
then we'll get to know how many people are there in the batch and what is the pace,
Okay. Yeah. 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 Sure.
right? So if the pace is pretty fast, we'll be able to finish it on time. But if not, then I'll just convey that to you in the beginning of it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
May I ask
Sanipa, no
one more
problem.
thing? May I ask one more
Oui.
thing? Okay. Like after A2, okay, how long it will take to complete B1? Will it take 3-4 months or more than that?
B1 basically goes out to be 80 hours.
8 years.
Okay. 80 hours. So definitely it's going to be around 3 months.
3 months. So technically, we can say like if we are starting in month of June, okay, then by the end of February, I'll clear my B1 level, right?
Definitely you can. Very easy. You have plenty of
Okay.
time.
Okay, and at the end of every step, like you will be taking one test or like, and if we are unable to clear, then we have to repeat that part. Okay, fine. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a
So
lot.
basically, ये नौबत कभी आएगी ही नहीं that you won't be able to clear it off. Okay. If you're
Okay,
regular
fine.
in my classes, I can
Okay.
assure you that.
Okay.
Okay. But the condition goes out to be you have to be regular in my classes.
Okay, fine.
That's it. There's nothing else that I demand from you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Sanipa, no problem. Guys, any other doubts?
And we getting this recordings also for classes?
Definitely, you'll be getting it.
Okay, okay. And what do you think means at what level we should be learning this language to get a job or opportunity
B2.
outside India?
B2.
Okay.
That's the minimum level that they ask for. Okay.
Mhm.
Frankly speaking, if you're looking for jobs in Canada or France, B2 has to be there. लोग B1 पे भी मान जाते हैं, but if you have
Mhm.
to interact with like natives,
Mhm.
B2 is the least.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
It's the same thing like Prashant. You wouldn't study from a teacher जिसने B1 किया है. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's the same. So you'll want someone who has a good knowledge of it. So into the particular field that you're going to, B2 is a prerequisite. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Sanipa, no problem. Any other
Ma'am,
doubts? Yeah,
ma'am,
Paris?
as I said before, I'm going to start my classes in September.
Mm-hmm.
So as I don't know nothing about this language, how many problems will I face when I arrive in France during my, especially at my college studies?
See, basically, your college course must be in English only,
Yes, ma'am. So is there
right?
any?
So where are you traveling to? May I know the place?
I'm from Amritsar to ma'am, France,
No, no.
Limour.
Okay. Leon, you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Leon. Okay, d'accord. So, Yashi, you're staying in Paris, right?
Yeah, I know about Leo.
Leon,
So,
you don't?
to be very honest, I think you will land. It will be pretty fine for you. You just have to pre-book your cab and all. You have to check that out, and it will be fine because as you are there, there will be a lot of international students. Like you are gonna study A1 and maybe start A2, so you will know some stuff and you will be able to talk to driver or the chauffeur. But yeah, and the teachers, the professors will be obviously knowing English and French both, so you won't have that issue. And while it comes to going to bakery or somewhere else, I think we'll cover that, or those are easy.
We'll definitely do.
Yeah, it will be fine. Obviously you won't be able to have conversations, but it won't be a lot of issues because last September I went without knowing anything, and well, I survived. But
And you survive.
yeah.
I
Oh,
have, like actually plenty of students who are going to France or who stay there, okay? And their first thing goes out to be this that I went and I felt, like an outsider there. But slowly and steadily you adjust. Some things you learn, some things they teach you. Okay?
Definitely.
So
And
कुछ
maybe
आएंगे and कुछ सीखनी पड़ेंगी.
will
like
I
my
be
school also
eligible
had
to speak
French
French
classes.
Sorry?
after that?
Sorry?
आई मीन मैम एलिजिबल तो होऊंगा ना अगर मैं अराइव करता हूँ वहाँ पे पहुँच के कुछ समझ को आई थिंक कन्वर्सेशन तो जैसे कोई फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज समझना किसी चीज में इन्वॉल्व
बेसिक
होना
चीजें
स्पेशली इन द
बेसिक चीजें
फ्रांस कल्चर
यस
में।
यू विल बी एबल टू जैसे जैसे आप सीखते जाओगे यू विल बी एबल टू डेफिनेटली ओके
तो
And
यस
will we
मैम
able to have a normal conversation by doing A1 and A2?
डेफिनेटली
Okay,
वो तो आप यूनिट 3 तक ही सीख जाओगे
okay.
ओके सो डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट A1 एंड A2 गाइस ओके यही बेसिक्स हैं जो आगे B1 एंड B2 में थोड़े कॉम्प्लेक्स होते हैं दैट्स इट ओके so it's all about your remembrance how much you can learn okay
Okay.
यस
there's a
मैम
ton of vocabulary इतनी vocabulary है कि you know like some days you'll come to me and say कि बस उसका we can't learn anything okay so be prepared for those days as well okay
One
यस
more
मैम
thing, ma'am. One more thing. Last thing, I will not interrupt you, okay?
no problem
Again. Okay. The thing is, like, for example, we are traveling by metro, okay, on daily basis, and I have half an hour. So there are like lots of books available on Amazon.com from Hindi to French, okay? I know there is a pronunciation problem. They are not good, okay? But like, for example, if we are traveling, okay, we want to read something. So can I buy that kind of book or learn vocabulary? No. Okay.
never so whenever you'll be joining me right especially my
Huh.
class I'll be putting a ban on a few things okay
Okay.
and वो थोड़ी सी चीजें होने वाली आपका Duolingo okay I hate that app
Okay.
there's no
Yeah,
point to
even I
that
have
app
never downloaded it.
okay so don't get it and your Google translator
Okay, fine.
okay see basically Google को एक AI है वो okay उसको नहीं पता कि actually language कैसे चलती है so most of the times when you're putting something वो गड़बड़ करता है okay and again telling you in the class we won't be learning translations we are learning the language
Okay.
got it अगर हम translations पढ़ने बैठ गए ना तो translations में ही रह जाएंगे हर चीज दिमाग में पहले इंग्लिश में चलेगी फिर फ्रेंच में ट्रांसलेट होगी हमें यही सीखना हमें सीखना है फ्रेंच एंड फ्रेंच ओके
Fine.
अंडरस्टूड परफेक्ट anything else guys that I can help you with let me put a charger on my laptop here just a second yeah meanwhile I can take your doubts
Can I ask one more thing?
yeah please
Will we learn just from the book you mentioned, or we will be provided with some other context also? Like, I don't know.
the book is more than enough Yashi
Okay.
it's way more than enough as I said it's a progressive book right it will carry
Yeah,
forward
yeah.
to intro as well so book
Okay.
में ही बहुत कुछ होने वाला है
Okay.
all right
Yeah. Thank you.
मैम
perfect
you will be provided this book or is it available in market or we can buy it from market?
देखो if you want to buy it you can buy it I'll be providing you the soft copy अगर आपको इसको print out कराना है that is also an option so whatever you like you can go okay you can do
Okay,
that no problem
yes
that I
ma'am.
don't force on to जैसे भी आपको करना होगा कर लेना I'll be sharing the numeric book
No ma'am, you have the better way to understand, so that's why
okay
yes ma'am.
all right perfect
And last question, when will the
हाँ हाँ
classes starting? From
यार यही
next week?
क्वेश्चन तो अच्छा है काफी जिसका मुझे भी आंसर नहीं पता see basically just you know like reach out to the management for that okay whenever the slots are filled or number of students are there we can start
Okay.
okay guys most probably by the end of next week we'll be beginning
It's from 8 to 9 or 9 to 10?
it will be 9 to 10
9 to 10.
the
Okay.
A1 will be 9 to 10 yeah
Okay, fine. Yep.
okay
Yes ma'am. तो
Mhm.
क्लास अब होगी नेक्स्ट
अभी देखते हैं पारस we'll let you know however it goes ठीक है पहले हम बात करेंगे कितने स्टूडेंट्स एनरोल हो रहे हैं क्या क्या टाइमिंग है ओके
यस मैम
फिर we'll inform you the same you just ask the coordinator that you've been talking to she'll inform you
और ये A2 का भी सेम रहेगा ना टाइम 9 to 10?
हाँ जब एक बार शुरू होंगे पूरा खत्म ही करके आएंगे
ठीक है.
ओके
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
all right then
Yeah.
merci
Thank you everyone.
थैंक यू सो मच
I will
thank
see you
you
soon guys bye bye thank you
Bye-bye.
for joining
Good night. Good night.
Au revoir.